I was on Rustic Beauty's channel, and she wrote a vlog called Natural Hair is Unmanaged, all this terrible thing. So it kind of intrigued me, and I made a comment to the effect that nappy wasn't necessarily an inherently bad word. It depended on the way you were raised with it or how it made you feel. And she said that she had only ever had the word used in a negative connotation, and she said it was basically like the N-word for your hair. So I understood that, and that's exactly what I responded when she explained. She stayed calm and explained her position, and I listened or read, and I responded with, I understand, because we all know that things you've been taught while you're growing up don't just suddenly change. You know, that takes a change of heart and a change of mind. It had been so easy for me, because even when I was in my relaxed days, I was probably the least relaxed person in the world. I was talking to a family member about this, and they were agreeing that, like, I would go as long as you could possibly go without a relaxer, and then break down and get a relaxer, and then I would go as long as I could again. And when I say as long as I could, my hair is kind of fine, so just like it lays down now if I put a little gel on it, it did that when I had a relaxer. So I would just be riding with a ponytail and a bun 2-3 months at a time before I would finally just break down. And I was thinking, why was I so okay with my hair? And I thought about what had happened to my friend and how the people who raised her didn't make her feel good about her hair. And I was like, well, what's up with me and the word nappy? And what's up with me and being okay with my hair? I don't know why I'm scratching so much. Y'all have to excuse me. I don't know why I'm itching. I just washed my hair. My head doesn't really itch. I think I'm just tired. But I digress. My mother used the word nappy all my life, but never as an insult, always as an adjective. When she was combing your hair, she would say, oh, the comb would get stuck, and she would say, I'm calling it a big nap right here. Like, she used nap as a synonym for knot or tangle. So, to me, to say somebody's hair was nappy just meant it needed to be combed. It was no comment on how beautiful they were or how beautiful their hair was. It was a description. Which is why I guess now I don't get all negative about the word nappy, because to me it's the same kind of thing now. It just describes a texture. To me, nappy and kinky are interchangeable. I also got really sad when I thought about how children are being raised. And I work with kids, and I've seen 4- and 5-year-olds tease each other because one of them doesn't have a perm, or because one has weave and one doesn't at 4 and 5. And I just think, you've already learned this early in life that your hair is important and you should tease other people about it. And it just really saddens my heart that children that young are concerned about it. Because when I was 5 years old, on a good day, I couldn't tell you if I had hair on my head. I was busy being 5. And I don't understand why a parent would want their child to be that concerned with their own hair. You have the rest of your life to have hair issues as an adult. You have the rest of your life to worry about what society and everybody else thinks of you. When you're small, really small, young, where like only your family and possibly, your teacher count in your life, if everybody in your life tells you you're beautiful, you're beautiful. And that's what frightens me. If you tell a 4-year-old girl that she's beautiful because you put a headband on her, regardless of what's going on in her hair, she'll believe you. She trusts you. And that's all she needs. If you let her know at 4 years old that what's going on top of her head isn't cool, it isn't right, she'll believe you. And she'll believe it for the rest of her life until she's a grown woman on YouTube doing research to find out that it's okay for her hair to be the way it grew off her head. And I just see it so often at work. And it saddens me because I'm like, in 20 years she'll be on YouTube trying to find out how to do things that are basic. My mother never impugned the texture of my hair. I always did pretty well on length. I always had hair as a little girl. My hair wasn't short. But I never thought people liked me or thought I was a wonderful kid because I was pretty. And even if it happened, like even if it was true that people were favoring me because of my hair, it never occurred to me because it just wasn't an issue the way I was raised. I was being treated well because I was smart or well behaved or, you know, properly groomed. And I don't mean dope boy fresh in my clothes. I mean properly groomed. I never thought it was they like me because my hair is long, or they like me because my hair is straight or not straight or pretty, because goodness knows I wasn't doing big things with my hair. No offense to my mother, because I love her. She did an excellent job, and that's why I have as few hair issues as I have now. But I pretty much wore 2 ponytails for the first 9 years of my life. So to me, hair meant, do my ponytail holders and my barrettes match my outfit? If they do, I'm fly. If I had cornrows with beads on them, couldn't tell me nothing. That was it. All I needed to feel pretty was for you to tell me I was pretty. I was pretty with my 2 ponytails every day going to school. I was pretty in the summer with my cornrows. I was pretty when I got my little pressing curls at Easter. I was always pretty because I was a pretty girl, not because my hair was long. I think people really need to keep that in mind when they're talking to little girls. Don't tell them they're beautiful because their hair is long. And I think messages get sent whether we realize it or not about, oh, you're gorgeous because you have long hair. Or, isn't she so cute? Ooh, look at her hair. Don't think they don't absorb that. And I think I kind of go overboard in the other direction. I make a point of saying, well, your hair is beautiful. It looks just like mine. I like your hair when little girls have short hair or not too much hair or natural hair. Because please believe they have perms at 4 now. They have perms at 3. They have perms at 5. They have perms at 7. I still don't understand what's going on in your life that your child's hair needs to be relaxed before they're 10, 12. I didn't have a relaxer until I was 12 years old, but it had nothing to do with my mother being like righteous on the hair front. I swam when I was younger, and my mother just common sense said, if we process your hair and dunk you in a vat of chlorine bleach every day to swim, then you'll be bald-headed. So until I slowed down my swimming, I wasn't allowed to have a relaxer. So I didn't even get a relaxer until I was maybe 12 years old. Which probably also added to my lack of hair issues, because I never felt from the time I was a little girl that there was anything wrong with my hair, that my hair needed to be changed, that my hair, I know your hair is part of who you are, but I didn't think my hair defined me. And I think people are letting little girls feel way too young that their hair defines them. You know, you are a beautiful girl because you have long hair. You're not a beautiful girl because you don't have enough hair. When you grow hair, you will be more pretty. That's a horrible thing to tell somebody who's not even in 3rd grade yet. But that is just my take on the situation. I'm sure people will disagree and post dissenting opinions. I welcome them. Just please be polite. Thanks.